is everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG. Today we're going to revisit the old OG Commander Legends. We're going to do a draft booster opening. And it's been some time since I've opened up one of these. I think I've opened up maybe 3 or 4 on the channel previously. And I have to say, I've had some really weird experiences with this product. I've opened up 2 what I'm going to call it out flat out error boxes. One was an error box where the mythics that were just pulled nothing but goodness, and the mythics appearing on those should not have been on the same print sheet. And then the other box I opened up, another one of the boxes I opened up was just completely the opposite direction, where it's like missing commander mythics, and the mythics are appearing in the wrong spot. The track printing is way off, so I'm kind of hoping for just a nice normal box opening today. So we're gonna dive on, and hopefully we get that a more normal experience. With that being said, let's do what we do. Let's crack some packs. So part of the reason that I wanted to open up one of these today, one, it's been some time and I wanted a little bit of variety in my life. And 2, as I've been doing some research on sealed pricing and how products are aging and things of that nature, one of the things I noticed about this product is beloved as it is, and it's now out of print, is that the sealed pricing really hasn't moved a whole lot. Now, you can make the argument that in this kind of economy, with things kind of going the way they are, that a sealed product that hasn't actually gone down, even if it hasn't really gone up, is not a bad thing. But right now, as of the filming of this video, these boxes are still for sale. There's still, quite a few of them on TCG for about $115 to $120 a box plus tax. So, not, especially compared to current pricing and what set boxes and what boxes of set boosters and draft boosters come out now, I actually think that 120 is pretty reasonable. And the other thing I've noticed, hey, there we go, very nice. Starting out right off with our first crowd land, and that is Undergrowth Stadium. This is, these particular land cycle are still actually pretty sought after. Probably like a $7 card, so not too bad, a pretty good start for us. And then the Flesh Sculptor, Ghost of Ramirez Pietro, and cool, Salvage Splicer. This is actually a etched foil, and I think these are only maybe 1 or 2 per box. And a couple of the other boxes I opened didn't even have one of those. So we are at least off to a more normal beginning. So seal prices about $115 to $120, and for a product that has actually been out of print as long as it has been, which is not like a crazy amount of time, but also it's been a bit. For it to, I guess, have stabilized, I think is a good thing. That means, I think, again, if you're going to have set boxes and draft boxes, with the price hikes coming out now, and the draft boxes are what's a standard draft box, 100? And set boxes are now just a standard price. What for Dominaria was like 115, 125, something like that. So this product still sitting at 120 seems really reasonable. Merchant Raiders, some main familiar. Hey, wow, foil rare, War Room. That's actually, that's not too bad. War Room's, it's one of those cards. It's probably like, for the foil, I'm going to say this is like $4 or so, maybe $4 or $5. But it's actually a really playable card. So that's actually not a bad rare to get. You can certainly do worse than that. Then we've got our Familiar as our commander card. Sarah Archangel, and Marble Diamond as another foil. Pretty good pack so far. Not too shabby. And the other thing I've noticed about this product is obviously you have your big 3, right? You have your Jeweled Lotus, which I've never opened one. You have Vamp Tutor, you have Mana Drain. So those are the big 3. And Mana Drain and Vamp Tutors have been hurt a little bit by the fact that they've seen recent reprints. Vamp Tutor was added to the list. Mana Drain obviously got reprinted in Double Masters 2022. So, they've been their value has been suppressed a little bit. We've got our Arcane Weaver, as I think that's a commander rare. Very cool. Revenant as an uncommon. Vow of Torment as an uncommon. And a Crimson Fleet Commodore. So those prices on those particular singles have been held in check a little bit, which is fine. Jewel Lotus is still trending at about 92, I think, for the regular version. Still very tough to get. But the other thing I've noticed is that as much of this product was cracked, that I think it's been a little while now, and some of the other singles around this product have started to creep up in value. Confiscate, we've got Bell Borka, Spectral Sergeant as a rare. Warden of Evos Isle as an uncommon, Slaughter the Strong, and a Phyrexian Rager, foil Phyrexian Rager. It used to be that after your Mana Drain and your Vamp Tutor, there was a pretty strong drop off. You would get to like Sakashima at like, I don't know, $20 to $25, and that's still there. I think it's right around 23 right now. And then after Sakashima, it was Jessica's Will at like 18. Well, that's seen a reprint since then, so that dipped all the way to like 12 or 13 at one point. But the nice part is we're starting to see other cards also come up. So I think like Commander's Plate is up to almost 18. Cast Down, nice. Sakashima's Will as the rare, not as valuable there. Malcolm Keen-Eyed Navigator, Ancient of Duskenel, and Crow of Dark Tidings as our foil card. I think Commander's Plate is creeped back up to around $18. Opposition Agent is sitting at 15. Squirrel Rock still hanging around its normal price point of about 14. Jessica's Will still sitting around 13 or 14, even after being included, I think, in some Commander decks. So it's nice to see some of the other cards because, again, for a while it was like, well, after you hit Sakashima and Jessica's Will, now you're talking about like basically the crowd lands at $6 and $7 and not a lot beyond that. Ooh, a second foil, etched foil. This is Belborca Spectral Sergeant, a rare etched foil. Not bad. Not sure that there's going to be a ton of value on that, but it's still a fun pull. I'll put those up there. That's cool. All right, we've got our Reverent Medium. What am I doing here? I have no idea. There we go. Piles. Scholar of Ages. And Thorn of the Black Rose. 3 Visits and Thought Vessel are very strong at the uncommon level. Those are, I think 3 Visits is up to like $5. I think Thought Vessel's still hanging around. Thought Vessel's still hanging around $4 or so. So nice to see the waters, especially again, you could say in this economy or whatever, but singles pricing on a set that is stable. Again, very nice uncommon. Thought Vessel, about $4. Pretty decent, right? Hunter's Insight. Master of the Review. And first mythic of the box is going to be Akroma, Vision of Ixidor. Not one of the more value mythics, but it's also not like, I don't know, not a complete bomb. It's probably like, I think like a $4 or $5 card. It's got a chrome in it. It's an angel, right? It's got to be some value there. Fencing Ace is our uncommon. Prava of the Steel Legion, and a foil Wild Size. All right, last pack of the first column. So it was the increased pricing. A lot of the times, I have to be honest, like when I'm looking at what boxes I want to open, nobody wants to voluntarily go to Pound Town. There's a reason I don't do like, vintage openings and things like that, and that's because those boxes are just better at sealed at some point, right? There's a price point or a point in time where, Arcane Signet, still, probably $1 or $2. Not quite the price it was when it first came out in Throne of Eldraine. This is our 3rd edge card of the box. This seems really uncommon for this to happen. Tana the Bloodstoller as actually a mythic also. I can't say that I know the value of the etched foils offhand because usually I don't pull any good ones unless you're opening like the Commander Legends collector boxes. But just being a foil etched mythic, that might actually have some value to it. I'm not sure. I will be looking that up as soon as the video ends. And then a Warden of Evos Isle again, a Vow of Duty, and an Aven Surveyor. That's really an interesting conclusion to the first half of the box, or the first third of the box. It's like I said though. I mean, when I'm looking for boxes I want to open, I look for things that A, are appealing to me from a product standpoint, and B, things that are appealing to me from an investor or a collector standpoint. I don't want to just open a box that I know like, oh gosh, this box it's really hard to digest opening a box that's $250 when you know that the contents of that box might only be a third of that, right? So I do tend to look for opportunity in EV. I do look for, if there's opportunity arbitrage where the singles have started to outweigh the actual price of the box. That was one thing that was appealing about this. So Lathiel, the Bounteous Dawn, Unicorn, cool little lifelinking unicorn, very nice. Golem Artisan, Fathom Fleet Sword deck, and Aqueous Form. And so as I was kind of doing some research, looking around at seal prices, looking to see what's moving, as I saw that Commander Legends hasn't really been moving, I thought, you know what, I'll go check out to see how the actual singles within the product are doing, and I was very surprised to see how much some of the singles have gone up that are not just, Mana Drain, Vamp Tutor. Oh, a second Undergrowth Stadium of this box. That's interesting. So a second Crowdland, and it's also a second Undergrowth Stadium. Again, I think it's like a $7 card. Not bad. I was intrigued by seeing Kodama. Nice. I was intrigued by seeing Kodama. Kodama of the East Tree. That's cool. Nice little rare. Eye Blight colors. How much of the singles around, aside from the big three, have actually gained some value of late? Kind of making it a more appealing open for me, because the fact that I can still readily get available boxes at 120 for this means that I can replace it in my stash fairly easily, and B, the fact that there's actually value within the product that is not just essentially limited to 3 cards. And our third Crowdland of the box. This seems uncommon. Training Center, very nice. Training Center is going to be one of those more sought afters. It's probably like $8. Obviously not upset about that. I will take all the Crowdlands, especially since I have very few of those. Opened up, quite a bit of Baldur's Gate, but I have opened up very little in relatively speaking of Commander Legends in comparison. So 3 foil etched and 3 Crowdlands. We're still only at 1 mythic. We do have 1 foil rare, at least it's not a completely terrible one. So overall, I would say we're doing okay. I don't think we're crushing it, but I definitely don't think we're getting crushed either. But a lot to be determined by our remaining mythics. There's still some bad ones, right? There's still plenty of swing and miss mythics, but there's enough else out there now where it's not mythic or bust. All right, we've got Yurlok of Scorched Thrash as a nice little rare. Abomination of Llanowar, Universal Solvent, and Murder. It's murder. Okay, we're about a little more than halfway through the box, so I think we've got about 3 packs left in this middle column. Here we go. Token in the front. That's unusual. Just makes me wonder if I got the weirdest case of Commander Legends in the world, to have things so out of place so consistently. I don't know if that was... I don't recall that being necessarily a theme of this product, but... Vow of Torment, Guiltleaf Winnower. Hey, Krark the Thumbless. That's a cool rare. Not bad. If I was going to build a coin flip deck, and I have thought about it, Krark would be right at the top of the list. Grafted War Gear. Nice little uncommon. That's not bad. And Vow of Lightning. And an Omen Speaker. Okay, we've got 2 packs left in this middle row. I would also say, of note, I think I mentioned, Opposition Agent is back up to like 15 or so. The Crowdlands are all, $7-8 a piece on average. So that's pretty decent. Meteoric Mace, nice. Another Arcane Signet, never sad about those. Ever playable commander card. Great Mana Rock, Armorcraft Judge. Court of Ambition. And another Ghost of Ramirez DiPietro. Hamaz, Guardian of Arashan. And Eye Blight Assassin, along with our Monarch token. Another card that kind of caught my eye as far as a single that has gone up in value. It's a mythic, but Apex Devastator. A lot of the time that card was hanging out around like $7 or $8. It wasn't a mythic you were like upset about seeing, but it wasn't one you were over the moon about seeing. That card is now sitting at around $13, $14. So I think that is another indication of how the singles pricing has matured nicely in this product right now. Averna the Chaos Bloom as our rare. Fencing Ace, Stinger Fling Spider, and Dragon Mantle. We are still only at 1 mythic. We are ending towards the last pack of the center column. Probably falling a little bit behind here on the scoreboard. The Crowdlands are nice, but obviously you're going to need your 3-4 mythics per box in order to really have a shot at hitting a decent EV. Not that I'm doubting that we won't hit those, but now the question becomes which ones will we hit. All right, Dreamstone Hadron, Scaled Behemoth, Elvish Dreadlord as a rare, Ordeal of Nylea, Captain Vargas Wrath, and a foil Filigree Familiar. So I do not believe we had a mythic in that center column, which is interesting. Also, we have not really hit any of the other impact rares, if you will. Opposition Agent, Jessica's Will, Chroma's Will is also another good one. I think Chroma's Will is like $10 or $11 just for the non-foil version now. All right, Vow of Duty, Ingenuity Engine. I also haven't not seen a 3 visits, so that would be good as well. Grafted War Gear, Nivernal's Disc. That's Larry Nevin's disc for most of us. Collar of Wirewood. Architect of Ascension, and Findhorn Elves. That actually might not be a bad little foil common. But yeah. Come on, box. Deliver that sweet, sweet value. All right. There we go. 3 visits or 2 would be that would be welcomed as a nice $5 uncommon. All right, Coastline Marauders, Skin Stinger Fling Spider, Pride of the Perfect, Kamal's Will. So we've seen, I think, a couple of wills at this point, but neither of the ones we're looking for. Kessig Trapper, Slurk the All Ingesting, and a 4th foil etch of the box, Prava of the Steel Legion. This is an uncommon. We have 2 uncommons and a rare and a mythic foil etch. And again, I can't say that I've been keeping tabs really closely on the original Commander Legends foil etch pricing, mostly because the foil etches are not all that rare now. They're in everything. But it was a little bit more special for this product. This is, I think, really the first product to actually utilize that technology, if you will. So I'll have to go and check those out. All right, Noxious Dragon. Ooh, Apex Devastator. Cool. All right. Not bad. So this is about $14 or so. That is a very nice mythic. And again, it's no longer just a meme mythic. Cascade, 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 Cascade. Actually, I think I'm going to put this to use. And that's value-wise. Again, box that's $120, $14 mythic. That's not the worst place to be. Master Smith, another Bounteous Dawn, and another Filigree Familiar, which is just plain weird. Cool. Okay, it's not a bad second mythic. You can certainly do a whole lot worse. This box does feel a lot more normal. A nice little command tower. An ever good, forever good common. All right, Flesh Sculptor. Sifter Worm. Another Noxious Dragon. Sure, why not? Oh, okay. Third mythic, this is Jeska, Thrice Reborn. This is a commander mythic, so it means no Sakashima. Unfortunately, this is probably only like a, I don't know, say like a $3 card about. But, at least we got one in this box. I have had boxes that did not have that commander mythic in it, and it feels bad. Another Ghost of Ramirez for about the 3rd time this box. It's starting to feel like a Dominaria United opening with however many Ghost of, or I guess Ramirez DiPietros that I've received. Okay, so we've got, what do we got? Including the pack in my hand, 4 packs left. I have to feel like we're good for at least one more mythic. I want to say there's an average of 3 or 4 per box. We've received an above average number of Crowdlands. Most of the time I feel like I'm only getting 1 or 2 of those, so that's a positive. Again, I haven't seen any 3 visits though. Although this is like our 3rd or 4th Evos Isle. Sandstone Oracle. Soul of Eternity, Dargo, Eye of the Storm. Hey, foil uncommon Arcane Signet. Might actually be a few bucks. Not too shabby. All right, 3 packs left. Oh, come on. Let there be something spicy. All right, so we've got our Dargo. Iktekik. Architect of Ascension. Another foil rare, Flamekin Herald. That's actually commander spells you have Cascade. Elemental Wizard. Interesting, sure. And then another Llanowar Abomination. Steel Legion. And Angel of Dawn as a foil. Is that a place we would normally get the foil rare in the towards the middle of the pack? That doesn't seem right. 2 packs left. Only 2 regular mythics along with the foil or the commander mythic. Uh-oh. If I wasn't worried originally, I'm a little bit more worried now. All right. Witches. A fifth etched foil of the box. Again, that seems highly unusual. Salvage Splicer. And then another Steel Legion. Filigree Thrasher, and a foil Flood of Recollection. Ooh. Might have spoken too soon when I said a nice normal opening. This is starting to look a little bit more abnormal with the amount of foil etch cards. All right. Well, here we go. Last pack. Life Grafter's Gift. All right. Under our uncommons, we've got Architect of Ascension for like the 17th time in this box. Merchant Raiders. So we did not get any 3 visits. Hellkite Courser. Okay, there we go. Hellkite Courser is like $6 or $7, so that's not bad. And at least it is another mythic. It unfortunately is not one of the mythics that you want to see, but oh well, we'll take it. Angelic Armaments, another Volcanic Dragon. These seem really out of sorts again. Spark Harvest. So that concludes our Commander Legends box. This is an interesting box. I have no idea. I guess technically I did get another mythic, but we got the foil etched mythic. I'll have to go check out what that is. 3 Crowdlands. This is definitely not going to be a home run box. It's really hard for it to be with this product if you're not hitting. I mean, Dual Lotus is one thing, right? But if you're not hitting the Vamp Tutor or, or Mana Drain or something like that, it is a little bit tougher. But I am happy to see some of the other singles sort of increase in value. That's it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button for me. And by all means, drop me some comments. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Be well, everyone.